The alien ship drifted silently through deep space, its silver body glowing under distant stars inside the main control hall. Dozens of alien officers stood in perfect order, watching floating screens filled with data. This ship was not just a ship, it was a moving city, a weapon, and a symbol of alien power. At the center of the hall stood a young alien girl, her skin glowing pale blue, her eyes sharp and confident. She was a rising commander, respected even by elders twice her age. Her voice echoed calmly as she spoke to the council. "Humans are a weak species," she said with a small smile. "They fight among themselves, they destroy their own world, and they will never leave their planet alive." Several alien officers nodded in agreement. To them, humans were nothing more than noise in the galaxy, a small race trapped on a dying planet. The alien girl raised her hand and continued, "Our scans show no threat from Earth. We can ignore them forever, because humans are." She stopped. Her mouth remained open, her eyes wide. The word never finished, for a single second. The room stayed silent, then everything changed. The lights flickered wildly, hologram screens shattered into static. A deep alarm sound echoed through the ship, loud and sharp. Alien officers stepped back in fear. One shouted, "System failure." Another yelled, "Unknown signal detected." The alien girl did not move. She stood frozen mid-sentence, like time had stopped around her. Her body was stiff, her breath shallow. The council leader rushed forward, panic in his voice. "What is happening?" he demanded. "No one touches her," another officer warned. Suddenly, the massive screen at the front of the hall turned red. A symbol appeared, unknown and ancient. Then simple words filled the screen. "Human detected." The room exploded into chaos. "How is that possible?" someone screamed. "There are no humans in this sector," another shouted. The ship shook slightly, as if reacting to fear. Doors sealed on their own. Gravity shifted for a brief moment, making several aliens stumble. "This ship has never done this before," an engineer said in shock. "It is reacting like it is under attack." "But no weapons were fired," the council leader said, his voice low and tense. "Where is the threat?" The screen changed again. More text appeared, slow and clear. "Threat level maximum." The council leader froze. "A single human cannot be a maximum threat," he said, almost to himself. Deep inside the ship, far from the control hall, a small chamber opened quietly. A human figure stood inside, calm and silent. He did not wear armor. He did not carry weapons. He looked around with curious eyes. To him, the ship felt alive, like it was listening. He took one step forward. At the same moment, the alien girl's eyes moved, just slightly. A small breath escaped her lips. Her frozen body trembled. Back in the control hall, sensors went wild. "He is moving," an officer shouted. "The human is inside the ship." Fear spread like fire. The strongest ship in the galaxy was reacting to a single human, a human who should not even be there. The alien girl finally whispered one broken word, her voice filled with shock. "Impossible." And as the ship drifted deeper into the dark, one question echoed in every alien mind. How could one human turn their perfect world upside down? The control hall was no longer calm. Alien officers moved fast, their voices loud and nervous. Warning lights flashed across the walls. The frozen silence of power was gone, replaced by fear. The alien girl slowly regained control of her body. She stepped back, her hand shaking slightly. Her confidence from moments ago was gone. Something had touched her mind, and she knew it. "The human is real," she said quietly. "This is not an error." The council leader turned toward the main screen. "Show me everything you know about humans," he ordered. The screen changed, showing images of Earth, a small blue planet, full of storms, war, and noise. Alien records described humans as emotional, violent, and weak, a species that could barely leave its own gravity. "They are divided," an officer said. "They fight each other more than any enemy." "Yes," the alien girl replied, "but they adapt faster than any race we have seen." Another alarm echoed. Engineers reported strange behavior. "The ship core is reacting to the human's presence," one said. "It is not attacking him, it is adjusting." The council leader clenched his claws. "This ship only adjusts for its master," he said. A heavy silence filled the hall. "That is impossible," another officer whispered. "No human has command rights." Deep inside the ship, the human walked slowly through a wide corridor, He touched the smooth wall, feeling a soft vibration. The lights above him brightened as he passed, as if the ship was guiding him forward. He did not know why the doors opened before he reached them. He did not question why the floor felt warm and steady. To him, it felt natural, like the ship understood him. Back in the control hall, panic grew. He is heading toward the core. An officer shouted, "That area is forbidden." The alien girl's eyes widened. "The core reacts to thought," she said. "If the human reaches it, the ship may bond with him." The council leader slammed his staff against the floor. "Send security drones," he commanded. "Stop the human now." Drones were released, fast and sharp. They surrounded the human, weapons glowing. The human stopped walking. He raised his hand slowly, showing no threat. The drones hesitated. Their targeting systems flickered. One by one, they powered down, falling harmlessly to the floor. Shock spread through the control hall. "Our weapons refused to fire," an officer said. "They received override signals." "From where?" the council leader asked. "From the ship itself," came the answer. The alien girl felt a deep chill. "This ship is choosing," she said softly. "It is not being controlled." The human looked around at the fallen drones, confused. "I just wanted to look around," he said to himself, his voice calm, with no fear. The ship responded with a low hum. The corridor lights shifted, pointing him forward. Back in the control hall, the main screen changed again. New words appeared, slow and clear. Human status, unauthorized, but accepted. The council leader stared in disbelief. "A human cannot be accepted," he said, but deep down, they all felt the truth. This human was not forcing the ship. The ship was welcoming him, and for the first time in their long history, the aliens realized something terrifying. The weakest species in the galaxy was not weak at all. It was simply waiting. The alien ship no longer felt like a machine. It felt alive, alert, and focused on one presence. Every system pulse followed the human's movement. Every corridor adjusted before he arrived. In the control hall, the alien officers watched in fear. The main screen showed the human walking calmly. No chains, no guards, no resistance. Just one human moving freely inside the most powerful ship ever built. "This should not be possible," the council leader said. "The ship answers only to our kind." The alien girl stepped closer to the screen. Her eyes followed every step the human took. "He is not giving commands," she said. "The ship is reading him." As the human moved deeper, gravity shifted again. Aliens in the control hall struggled to stand. Some fell to the floor, others grabbed rails. The ship corrected itself only after the human stopped walking. "It is balancing for him," an engineer said in shock. "It is shaping the environment to match his comfort." The human reached a wide-open chamber. At its center floated the ship core, glowing softly. Lines of energy moved like slow breathing. The room felt quiet, almost peaceful. The human stood still. He felt a strange warmth in his chest, like something was listening closely, like something was waiting for him to speak. Back in the control hall, alarms screamed again. "The core. Activity is rising," an officer shouted. "It has never reacted like this. Shut it down." The council leader ordered, but the command did nothing. The control panel stayed dark, silent, refusing. The alien girl's voice was low and tense. "This ship was built using ancient logic," she said. "It learns from thought, not rank." The human slowly raised his hand toward the core. He did not touch it. He only thought. Curious, calm, open. The ship responded instantly. The core glowed brighter. Energy waves spread through the hull. Every system aligned. In the control hall, screens changed color. Power levels stabilized. Weapon systems went offline. Defense shields lowered on their own. "What is happening?" an officer cried. "We are losing control." "No," the alien girl corrected. "We never had control." The human felt the ship settle, like a deep breath after long tension. He smiled slightly, not understanding why. "It feels safe," he whispered. At that moment, the ship spoke, not in sound, but in data. Cliff words appeared across every screen. Primary stability source identified. The council leader's voice trembled. "What does that mean?" Another line appeared, slower, heavier. "Human mind pattern, compatible." Fear filled the room. Compatibility was rare. Compatibility meant connection. The alien girl took a sharp breath. "The ship is not obeying him," she said. "It is aligning with him." Security forces rushed toward the chamber. Weapons charged, armor sealed. They stormed in, ready to strike. The moment they entered, gravity flipped. Aliens slammed into the ceiling, weapons flew from their hands. The human remained standing, untouched. The ship corrected gravity only after the soldiers reached it, as if warning them, as if protecting him. The human turned slowly, startled by the chaos. He raised his hands again. "I do not want to hurt anyone," he said softly. The ship responded with a calming hum. Lights dimmed, systems relaxed. The threat passed instantly, back in the control hall. Silence returned. The truth was clear now. This ship did not see the human as an intruder. It saw him as balance, and in that moment, the alien girl understood something terrifying. Humans did not need power to rule machines. Their minds were enough. One human had not taken control of the ship. The ship had chosen him. The control hall felt heavy. No one shouted anymore. No alarms screamed. Only quiet fear filled the air. The alien girl stepped forward slowly. Her eyes no longer showed anger or pride. They showed understanding. "This is not an accident," she said. "This is human nature." The council leader turned toward her, confused. "Explain," he demanded. She took a deep breath. "Humans think in chaos and order at the same time," she said. "They imagine danger and hope together. They do not follow perfect logic, and that is why the ship listens." The screens showed human brain scans, patterns wild and uneven. No clear symmetry, yet strangely stable. "Our minds are structured," she continued, too controlled. This ship was built to adapt, not obey. The council leader lowered his voice. "You are saying humans are better?" "No," she replied. "They are different." Inside the core chamber, the human stood quietly. He felt no fear, only curiosity. The ship surrounded him like a silent guardian. Energy lines pulsed gently, matching his breathing. He thought of home, of blue skies and noise and confusion. The ship responded with a soft glow, as if learning. Back in the control hall, a new signal appeared. Long-range scanners activated on their own. "The ship is mapping human space," an officer said. "That was not ordered." Another replied. The alien girl closed her eyes. "It is preparing," she said, "for the future." The council leader stiffened. "We cannot allow this," he said. "If humans spread, they will change everything." A council member stood up, voice sharp. "Then we must end this now. Eliminate the human." The words echoed coldly. Several officers hesitated. Killing a bonded mind was forbidden, but fear was stronger than law. The council leader raised his hand. "All weapons," he ordered. "Target the human." Inside the ship, weapons systems activated. Cannons powered up. Energy built rapidly. The human felt a sudden pressure. Not pain, but warning. The ship trembled, unsure. The alien girl shouted, "Stop! You will break the ship." The council leader ignored her. "Fire!" he commanded. Nothing happened. Weapon systems shut down instantly. Target locks vanished. Control panels went dark. The ship rejected the order. A new message appeared on every screen. "Core bond at risk." The alien girl turned pale. "If we force this," she said, "the ship may destroy itself to protect the bond." Silence crushed the room. Self-destruction was unthinkable. The human sensed the danger. He placed his hand over his chest. "I do not want war," he whispered. The ship responded. Energy stabilized. Weapons remained offline. The alien girl looked at the council leader. "This is the truth about humans," she said. "They do not seek control. They seek connection." The council leader stared at the screens, at the calm human, at the living ship. For the first time, he doubted everything they believed. Humans were not weak. They were bridges, and bridges change worlds. The control hall stood frozen in silence. Every alien watched the screens. The human remained calm inside the core chamber. The ship pulsed softly, steady and alive. The council leader finally lowered his staff. His voice was tired, heavy with truth. "We cannot destroy what we do not understand," he said. The alien girl stepped forward, her posture straight, her voice clear. "This human is not our enemy," she said. "He is a mirror, a mirror." The council leader repeated. "Yes," she replied. "He shows us what we lack, balance." Inside the core chamber, the human felt a change. The tension faded. The ship's warmth grew stronger, as if it sensed the choice being made. The council leader raised his hand once more, but this time, not in command. "Initiate peaceful protocol," he said. Across the ship, systems shifted. weapons powered down, fully, shields adjusted to neutral mode. The ship hummed in approval. The human smiled faintly. He did not know why, but he felt welcomed. The alien girl walked toward a communication platform. She activated the galaxy broadcast. Her image spread across distant worlds. "Today," she said, "we met a human, not a soldier, not a conqueror, but a connector." In the core chamber, the human felt millions of eyes. He felt fear for a moment, then hope. The ship projected his presence gently, not as power, but as peace. Back in the control hall, reports flooded in. Other ships responded. Other worlds listened. "They are not attacking," an officer said in disbelief. "They are curious." The council leader exhaled slowly. "The galaxy will never be the same," he said. The alien girl turned toward the human's image. She bowed her head slightly, a gesture of respect. "We judged them too quickly," she said softly. Inside the ship, the human placed his hand on the glowing core, not to control it, not to command it, but to understand it. The ship responded with perfect harmony. Energy flowed smoothly, no resistance, no fear. A final message appeared across every screen, across every system, across the galaxy. Human designation, Pathfinder. The council leader read the words carefully. "A Pathfinder," he whispered. "Yes," the alien girl replied. "They do not conquer the stars, they walk with them." As the ship turned toward open space, stars stretched before it. New routes unlocked, new futures formed. The human looked out into the endless dark, not as a ruler, but as a traveler, and far beyond known space, ancient systems awakened, not in fear, but in recognition, because humanity had finally been seen, not as weak, not as dangerous, but as chosen. And the galaxy took its first step into a new age. The alien ship moved forward smoothly. No alarms, no tension, only purpose. The galaxy around it felt different now, as if space itself was watching, listening, learning. Inside the control hall, the alien officers worked quietly. Fear was gone, confusion remained, but something new had replaced it. Respect. The council leader sat heavily on his throne. His long life had never prepared him for this moment. One human, no weapons, no threats, yet everything had changed. The old rules no longer apply. He said slowly. The alien girl stood beside him, her eyes focused, calm. "The galaxy has entered a new phase," she replied, "and humans are part of it." Far inside the ship, the human rested near the core chamber. The ship no longer reacted sharply. It flowed. It adjusted naturally. He thought of Earth again, crowded cities, arguments, dreams, mistakes. The ship absorbed these thoughts quietly, not judging, only understanding. Long-range scanners activated. Alien ships across the galaxy detected the change. Signals spread faster than light. One message repeated again and again. Contact confirmed, on distant worlds. Leaders gathered in shock. Some felt fear, others felt curiosity. A few felt hope. "This human did not attack," one leader said. "He was chosen." Back on the alien ship, a delegation arrived at the core chamber. They stopped at the entrance. No one crossed the line. The alien girl stepped forward alone. She lowered her head respectfully. "A long time ago," she said, "we believed strength came from control." She looked at the human. "Now we know it comes from trust." The human nodded slowly. "I never wanted power," he replied. "I only wanted to see what was out there." The ship responded with a warm hum, as if agreeing. The council leader's voice echoed through the chamber. "Human," he said, "the galaxy watches you." Now, the human took a breath. "Then let them watch us learn," he answered. Outside the ship, stars shifted, ancient routes unlocked. Hidden paths revealed themselves. The ship was no longer just a weapon. It became a bridge. Alien fleets followed at a distance, not as guards, not as hunters, but as witnesses on Earth. Faint signals reached human sensors. Strange readings, impossible patterns. Scientists stared in silence, history changing quietly. Without warning, inside the ship, the human stood at the viewing window. The alien girl joined him. For a moment, no words were needed. "You froze when you saw me," he said gently. She nodded. "My mind could not understand you. Now it is trying." The ship moved toward uncharted space, not to conquer, not to escape, but to explore. And across the galaxy, one truth became clear. Humans were not late to the stars. They arrived exactly when they were needed. Because the universe did not fear humanity, it recognized it, and the journey had only just begun.